Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color of my true love's hair. His face so soft and wondrous fair. The purest eyes and the strongest hands. I love the ground whereon he stands. I love the ground whereon he stands. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. The color of my true love's hair. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. The color of my true love's hair. I love my loving where he goes. I would follow you. Yes, I love the ground, no, where he goes. I would follow you, follow you. And still I hope that the time will come when he and I will be as one. When he and I will be as one. One, yeah. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. The color of my true love's hair. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. Black is the color, the color. The color of my true love's hair.
JFSR.co.uk with Nigel Waymark in a bit in the morning. And there's Menoosha, and Black is the colour of my true love's hair, from her new album. And let's have a little chat with Menoosha, who's I've got on the phone now to talk about her brand new album, which is called Airs About the Hair. Very good morning, Menoosha. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing very fine. How are you doing?
I'm very, very well. Whereabouts in the States are you?
Well, I am actually based in France right now.
All right. Obviously, that is an American accent that I can hear. What brings you over to France?
Well, music and love.
My spies tell me that France is not the only other country. You've lived in Germany as well, I understand.
Exactly. I've lived in Germany as well, and and I've been a bit here and there.
What do you find with the soul music scene out in France?
Well, the way people respond to music here is really interesting because people are very responsive to novelty. Mm-hmm. And this is of course a very beautiful ground for artists that are constantly creating. So I really like the receptive character of the audience in France. Very receptive people.
Brilliant stuff. So tell us a little bit about your history. Whereabouts were you born and growing up? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I was born in the Ivory Coast, and this is in West Africa in the 80s. CNN was big, bigger than today. Bob Marley was roaring on all the radio stations. That's when I was born. Yeah. So growing up in the tropics is really no different, except that it's hot. Yeah. And the weather is nice. I really had a very nice childhood, I must say. It was really nice. And musical influences were very diverse because I got to grow up with African music, a lot of soul music, because my father is a very big fan of the Ohio players.
Oh wow.
Denise Williams.
Yeah.
You know, all the goodies. Yeah.
Right. So when did you find out you had a voice?
I actually did not notice that when I was a child. I used to sing a lot while I was playing, and when I would draw, I would exclusively draw singers. So one of my aunts, who was a professional singer, actually saw all that, and she told my mom, she said, "Look, this child wants to sing. Look at that." When she plays, she's singing. When she draws, it's singers. What other cue do you need? So yeah, that's how I got into getting signed up into choirs and talent shows and stuff like that.
So your latest album, let's have a talk about your latest album. Now, it is very hair-based, isn't it? Is there a deliberate reason for that?
Yes. I had a few years ago, I had a very difficult situation that caused a lot of stress. And through the stress, I lost a big chunk of my hair, but gradually. When
you start writing an album, how do you sort of think, right, how am I going to put this together? Do you sort of...
I essentially pen by myself. I work with producers, but I essentially pen by myself. And the way it goes is, I would be lying if I tell you that I have a structure. It's a flow. It's a flow that I just follow. I try not to have too many constraints on myself. Ideas come on the go. It could be a billboard that I see that inspires an idea, or something that someone said, or any little detail around in my environment will contribute to bringing some idea, and that will birth a song.
So what's the next steps now? I mean, the album's out, and obviously you want to move that and sell it and bring it to the ear of everybody. But what's your long-term plan?
Well, my long-term plan, of course, I mean, as far as let's see how possible it is to perform, because we always want to perform what we have played on the radio, or on our Spotify playlists. So wherever I would be able to perform live. It would be difficult this year. Who knows? We don't know how this whole sanitary situation will play out. But playing live is definitely a big objective for the year. But on the long term, I'm working on putting together a hair show. Right. A hair show with live music about hair. That's the big goal.
Wonderful. For a man who's losing his fast, I'll be very interested in that. Well, look, Menoosha, let me wish you all the very best of luck, because I think it's a tremendous album, and we're very proud to be playing it here on JFSR. The album is called Airs About Hair Volume 1. So does that mean there might be a Volume 2 then? Yes, actually, I had to pause to be able to save some songs for the next volume. So some of it is already in the works. Yep. But I'm concentrating on promoting right now. So there's a Volume 2 coming in a couple of years, definitely. Now, before we started, you threw the baton back at me, and I always like to get an artist to introduce probably their favourite track from the album, and you turned it back on me. And you said, no, you picked the track. So I've picked a track, but I would like you, first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us here at jfsr.co.uk this morning. May I wish you all the very best of luck in the future. And I'd like you, if possible, to introduce the track that I've selected from the album, which I really love. Right, so my name is Menoosha, and here is Free, which is the first track of my album, Airs About Hair, Volume 1. And this is my favorite track because it really embodies how I feel about my hair. I feel that I'm free to wear any hairstyle that I want, where I want, how I want, because I just want to, I don't want to be constrained by anything. So here's Free for you.